long does it take to sell a house? What does the process of selling a house involve? How long does it take to sell a house? Here at Property Saviour, I get asked this a lot. I'm Catherine, your property problem solver. In this episode, we will look at what the process of selling a house involves, helping you better understand how long it might take to sell your house. Before we begin, please do me a favour and subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. It means that YouTube will show our videos to more homeowners like you. 1. Time on the market. So, you have decided to sell. You contact 3 estate agents who all give you their opinion. You choose an agent called Tom. Tom is a fictional character, of course. Tom was very well presented with pointy shoes and a sharp suit. You want to instruct Tom, but his fee seems high at 2%, and so you start to negotiate. Tom immediately drops his fee to 0.75%. Wow, you feel like you have definitely won. You instruct Tom, and he put your house on the market. Later, you realise that you didn't ask how long it might take to get an offer. You call Tom after 5 p.m, but his phone goes to voicemail. You call his estate agency the next day, and a woman in the office tells you Tom only works Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. She puts you through, and Tom asks you, "How long is a piece of string?" You feel confused and end the call. You are sadly stuck with Tom now as you signed a 12-week contract with him. You get requests for viewings from potential buyers. They all work during the day and can only view on evenings or weekends. Tom asks you to show them around as he does not work evenings or weekends. If you aren't so lucky with viewings, you might want to watch our video on "Why is my house not selling?" On one viewing, you get asked, "What is the lowest price you'd take for this house?" And you felt in an awkward position of being put on the spot. You aren't a negotiator. You had hoped your estate agent would be doing this, but he's left you on your own. 2. You receive an offer. You've now received an offer on your property after several viewings, but it's not quite what you hoped for, and the buyer needs to get a mortgage. If your property needs work, the buyer might not qualify for the mortgage. At this stage, Tom should have checked that buyers have their deposit in place and a mortgage offer in principle. 3. The mortgage survey. You've waited for several weeks now for this moment. Your buyer has been accepted for the mortgage, and now the bank has instructed a surveyor to check that the property is suitable for lending. This sadly is where most sales collapse because of something a surveyor may flag up in their report, and suddenly your property has got a problem. Or perhaps your buyer now wants to lower their offer because the house needs, let's say, a new kitchen. You recall when Tom discussed his fee, you negotiated him down and felt that it was easy. Tom is a poor negotiator, and you know it. Your buyer now wants to knock tens of thousands of pounds off the asking price. Tom was a pushover during your fee negotiation, so why would we negotiate now? You are now on your own once again. You reluctantly negotiate a new price with your buyer and move on to the next stage. All Tom did is forward you an offer. He doesn't bother with checking proof of a deposit. To be honest, most agents don't. What if they are first-time buyers and must borrow money from their mum and dad? It's lots of examples to consider. 4. The chain. Tom never checked if the buyer had a property to sell. It seems that they have a 1-bedroom flat that must be sold to buy your 3-bed house. Tom is excited to sell their flat. You now must wait for their property to go under offer and hope that someone buys it. If nobody buys their property, you won't be able to sell yours. It is frustrating wait and not knowing what to do. You've paid for your solicitor's fees and end up losing this money if buyers change their mind, can't get a mortgage, or can't sell their home. All possibilities are totally out of your control. If you need certainty of a quick sale, then Property Savior can make you a genuine cash offer. 5. Searches. The buyer was told by his solicitor not to order searches until the mortgage survey was completed. He paid for the searches and the local authority search took 8 weeks to come through, as the council uses COVID-19 as an excuse to do, sadly, the bare minimum. His solicitor should have been raising inquiries, but since your solicitor never sent him the property information pack, it never crossed his mind. Solicitors often require constantly reminding, and even then, they take their time and send inquiries by post when they have access to emails at work. You are relieved to learn that searches have come back all okay, and most importantly, the flood risk report is all clear. Tom tells you that your buyer has accepted an offer, but it will be another couple of months before they can buy your house. 6. Enquiries. The buyer's solicitor constantly raises inquiry after inquiry. This confuses your solicitor, and some inquiries remain unanswered. They are asking for building regulation certificate for the conservatory that was installed by your previous owners, and you do not have this certificate. A couple more weeks go by and your solicitor tells you that the buyer wants you to buy insurance which covers the missing certificate. You agree to pay for it as you are fed up and want to get the sale completed as soon as possible. 7. Completion date. After several months of agonising delay, frustration, and dealing with what appears to be an incompetent estate agent and solicitors, a date has been agreed for completion date. You have done it. You note that it is at 3 p.m. on a Friday, but you can never get a hold of your solicitor on a Friday. You suspect he never returns after a long lunch, or perhaps he's buried under all due completions on a Friday. You get a call from Tom telling you that completion has taken place and you can now hand over your keys to your new buyers. Whew! If you can't wait to sell and need certainty, then call us on 0113 320 6700 or fill in our inquiry form on our website. We indemnify searches and use efficient solicitors who value that timing is of the essence. We will make you a cash offer, pay your legal fees of up to £1,500 and complete within 10 days or at a timescale that suits your needs. Don't suffer on your own. Call us now.